We don't just need a receiver. We need at least two.
18th pick in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Dallas still stinks. You're my doing King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well, even though we've had some bad Eagles news today. Some Desean Jackson horrible news. Now, I wasn't even going to do a video today. Really, I mean, I got to go out in about an hour. I'm going to be out pretty much the rest of the evening. But with this whole thing with Desean Jackson going on, and I was listening to the radio, I was listening to other YouTubers all talk about this. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody's pissed off about this whole situation, you know? So I was like, I got to come on and give my few cents, you know, whatever the hell that's worth. But I had to come out and say something because I'm hearing people and they're not happy. And they're not happy with Desean Jackson because they feel like he had committed a selfish act by not getting surgery, letting this drag on, and now he's out for pretty much the rest of the year. Okay? I'm going to tell you, I wasn't as pissed off about that specifically as a lot of people were, because the truth of the matter is, if you watch my videos, you know, for a couple months I've been starting that whole wide receiver. We need a wide receiver. We need a wide receiver. Because once I read, after the initial injury to Desean Jackson, that doctor suggested he have the surgery, he'll be back in 6 to 8 weeks, which would have meant he probably would be back for this New England game. He probably wouldn't have played yesterday, had the bye week, and would have been back, and he would have been back healthy. Okay? But he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go under the knife. I can't kill the team for not making him have surgery. You can't make a guy have surgery. Okay, I understand why he doesn't want to have surgery. I've had surgery before. I get it. You know, things don't always go as well and things don't always heal. I get it. Okay, but a lot of people are pissed off about it. And I understand that they have it right. People are pissed off that he didn't have it in week 2 and that he waited. If he would have had it, it would have been fine. It's not so much that he got hurt. It's that he waited. I get it. But I knew this. I'm telling you. When I read that, there was 6 to 8 weeks. I pretty much back then was accepting that Desean Jackson wasn't going to be right all year. He wasn't going to play. And if you watch my videos, you start hearing me talk about wide receiver. People are like, what is he talking about wide receiver? Because I knew it was coming. Okay, you knew it was coming. These sports hernia type injuries, they don't go away. They don't go away. You remember McNabb played with it. He tried to play. He wound up going out. I think it was 2005. Desean Jackson, the thing with this whole thing is, he had a slight tear, I guess. Came out and played one series, tore the whole thing. Whole thing's torn off the bone, whatever it is. He has no choice but to have surgery right now. And they're saying 6 to 8 weeks, but it's going to be the whole year. He's going to be gone the whole year. And to me, what's frustrating, I mean, yeah, it's frustrating the whole thing, right? With Desean waiting. Yeah, it's frustrating. But to me, what bothers me more than anything is, why didn't Howie Roseman do something? Why didn't he get a guy? Why didn't he have an insurance policy for this? When Desean Jackson was dealing with this injury and you know he wasn't going to be 100%, why did we sit on our hands? That's what pisses me off more than anything. You could have had Emmanuel Sanders. You could have had Josh Gordon for nothing. I mean, look, he's not perfect individual. He's got problems. Everybody's got problems. But gosh, he could play football. He still could play. It still would have been like, well, we just lost Desean Jackson, but at least we picked up Josh Gordon. Now the trade deadline's passed. You can't go and trade for somebody. You're stuck to who's on the streets or who's on your practice squad. You have to find somebody. Okay? And, you know, I'm going to keep saying it because it has to be said. The best receiver, Hall of Fame talent is out there. But we can't sign him because it offends people, or because people don't like his personality, or because people think he's going to break up this locker room. I don't know. To me, I just want a guy that can play football. If he's not hurting somebody or committing a crime. I don't care what he does in his personal life. And you want to say, well, he did commit a crime. He wasn't convicted of a crime. He has no charges pending on a crime. He has no police investigation on a crime. So I'm sorry. I believe you're guilty till proven innocent.
He's innocent till proven guilty, didn't
assault lawsuit that was settled. I don't know what the facts of that case are. I know it's behind him. Okay? So to me, I don't want priests playing football. I don't want monks playing football or saints. I want football players playing football. And if the best football players out there, Hall of Fame player, I want them. I want him. Unless he used to play for the Cowboys. Then I don't want anything to do with him. But I mean, that's just my opinion. And everybody has different opinion, and I respect all the different opinions. But to me, this is the biggest no-brainer ever. I mean, you know, this is a no-brainer. You got the best, one of the best receivers. Go get him. Now, he may get signed. He may get put on an exempt list temporarily. But from what I hear is there's no police investigation. There are no charges. The lawsuit is done. Okay? He's going to probably be called up to New York to meet with the commissioner. They're going to interview him. They're going to do some sort of investigation. I don't think it will be long, and he'll be able to play. Okay? Maybe they'll even investigate Wallace, but I don't know. But take the chance. How much is it going to cost you? Really? I think it's worth it. But I don't want this to just be about him. But for me, that's the easiest solution. Not going to happen, though. Let's just be clear. They're not going to get Antonio Brown because that would be too easy. And that's what Philly 500 wants. You know? Anyways, so right now we're in a tough situation. We've got, in my opinion, and people may not like this also, I feel like with Alshon Jeffrey not being 100%, because he's not. I think he's 50%. I don't think he's right. With him being hurt, and you having Max Stinkins, Nelson, it's just Nelson. I feel like this is the worst receiving core I've ever seen for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not even kidding you. I was thinking about it the last 2 nights. I would rather have James Thrash and Todd Pinkston over Mac Hollins and Nelson Aguilar. At least Todd Pinkston can go deep. At least James Thrash can catch game-winning touchdowns, which he did quite a few times for the Eagles. I would take both of them over Nelson Aguilar and Max Stinkins. And you're going to say, well, Nelson Aguilar had a great year in 2017. I think it was a fluke. I think it was just a career year at the right time. That's all. The guy can't play. He's making $9 million. All right? So, to me, getting one wide receiver right now is not good. Now, I've had my AB rant. That's over. We know he's not coming. I want to make sure people know that I know that. It's just that, in my opinion, he should be here. Okay? But, what are the Eagles going to do? Who are they going to get? Everybody's talking about Jordan Matthews. Now, I like Jordan Matthews. I think he's competent. He's decent. But here's my problem. If I just get Jordan Matthews and I put him on the outside to replace Mac Hollins, I've just got slower on the outside. Because Mac Hollins stinks, but he's a little faster. Okay? So now nobody's going to even think about a vertical game. All right? So you could bring him in. He's competent, but he doesn't help me enough. Okay? Jordan Matthews is not on a team for a reason. Okay? Let's just be honest. He's competent, but he's not going to solve your problems. Now, if I'm the Eagles, what I would do is I would sign Jordan Matthews. I would sign Jordan Matthews, and I would sign somebody else. I would sign Jordan Matthews and J.J. Nelson. J.J. Nelson had a good camp in Oakland. He got cut after getting hurt, but he's fast. He's somewhat, I don't know how old he is, 26, 27 years old, but he's fast. So I would sign Jordan Matthews, then I would sign J.J. Nelson. And what I would do is I would take Jordan Matthews and put him in the slot over Nelson Aguilar. And I would have J.J. Nelson on the outside, and that's what I would do. And I think Jordan Matthews would be very easy to put in this offense. He already knows it. J.J. Nelson, you could bring along slowly. You have a bye week. But I would literally do that and replace both those guys. Okay? And then Nelson, as a fourth receiver, may actually play better with less pressure. Okay? So that's what I would do. And if you don't want to sign both those guys, then it's time to get Greg Ward Jr. and give him a chance. It's time to go bring back Marquand Michel, who was the best receiver in training camp. Just replacing Mac Hollins with Jordan Matthews on the outside is not enough. It's not enough because you've just gotten slower. All right, we're already deke and dunking our way down the field. I want a vertical threat. I want somebody with some speed. And J.J. Nelson is my guy I would go after. Now, I was reading Bleeding Green Nation. They were talking about all the different receivers available. Jordan Matthews. You have J.J. Nelson. You have, I think Dante McCreef got picked up. They mentioned, who else? Dez Bryant, which, I don't know how healthy he is. I have no problem giving him a workout, but he's not fast. It's still the same problem. This team is not fast. Okay? And let me say one more thing, too, about AB real quick. Just my point of view. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't agree, and I respect your opinion. But we all know that there's going to be a lot of turnover on this team next year. We all know it. They're going to have to get younger. You're going to have to revamp this offense. You're going to have to do all those things, right? So really, the last, 6 games of the season are pretty much for the Eagles. They're pretty much, a last hurrah for a lot of these guys. So if you brought a guy like Antonio Brown in for the rest of the season, knowing that a lot of these guys are going to be gone, I don't think he can really affect your future locker room. So it's even less of a risk. Just wanted to say that. Because I see two different things here. I see a team that has to make some major changes long term at the end of the year, and then you got to do some things to try to make the season interesting, one last run. I still think with what we have right now, we can win the division. We can win a playoff home game. What scares me is trying to go somewhere like New Orleans. How are you going to beat them when they can put points on it? That I don't think we're there. I don't. Now, AB would change that. The other guys, they could help it, can make it interesting. But they got to do something. We know they're going to do something. It's just what? I tell you one thing I don't think they're going to do. They're not going to get the guy I want. Because that would be too easy. So I think Jordan Matthews is most likely. And I'm hoping maybe J.J. Nelson, maybe Marquand Michel, maybe give some other guys a chance. I think it's time. Because Mac Hollins does nothing. Nelson Aguilar does nothing. Does nothing. And I know Nelson Aguilar had a great 2017, but that's 2 years ago. Right now, he's killing us. He kills us. Mac Hollins kills us. All we have, and you saw the last drive, which was masterful by Carson Wentz to run out 8 minutes, okay? When Alshon went out, literally didn't even look at the receivers. It was running backs and tight ends. That's all we have. Teams can defend that. They put their best corners on the tight ends. You got to do something. And what frustrates me isn't the injury. Injuries happen. It does frustrate me a little bit that Desean waited. But you can't make a guy go have surgery. What bothers me more than anything is they didn't go out and get somebody. They had no insurance policy. So it's going to be an interesting week to see what the Eagles do. I don't know what they're going to do. I know they're going to bring in somebody. I just hope that the mindset of who they bring in and give a chance to is guys with some speed and vertical ability. That's what I want right now. I want some vertical threats. J.J. Nelson, go get him. Go get him. Because they're not getting the guy I want. I know that. But I'm going to make sure that I'm on the record for who I want. Tell me what you guys think. I'll probably be back probably tomorrow, if not Wednesday. I'm going to try to stream the Sixers Wednesday, but I can't promise yet. It depends on schedule. With that said, take care, talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.